Good evening, YouTube, or whatever time of day you are watching this. This job that I'm about to show you needs a little bit of explanation. So, he is a customer of mine, and she had an extension done, a house extension. The house builders obviously use their own plumbers. Now, they're a local firm, so I'm not going to slag anybody off. It's a simple mistake, which turns out to be. However, the finish just isn't great. But I was called, she dropped me a message and said, Dan, would you come and have a look at this toilet? It's backing up. I've had the other plumber back and he suggested putting a vent pipe on. Now you can see when we get into it why putting a vent pipe on wouldn't have made a blind bit of difference, regardless of what the blockage was. She said her girls had a party, it's downstairs toilet, had a party the weekend prior. And at first it was working perfectly fine. After the weekend of the party, the toilet starts backing up and the basin in the bathroom. That's when they get the plumber in. He can't fix it. He doesn't know how to fix it. He wants to put a vent pipe on. Each to their own. That wouldn't have done anything. So I've got a voice over this video because the audio was corrupt. I did end up filming it on the Ray-Ban glasses. Not my GoPro because that was flat. Organised or what? Anyway, this has been obviously filmed on the GoPro. It's a fantastic video in my opinion and such a great find as to what it is. So if you do enjoy it, click that thumbs up button. Consider subscribing if you haven't done already. It's absolutely free. I know a lot of you watch on the telly and can't do that, but if you log into the account on the telly and go on your phone afterwards and just click subscribe. We're on a massive push now. The growth from December through January has been the biggest I've ever had it. And we're still nowhere near 100k, so we must be doing something wrong. Not joking. Thank you very much for all your continued support. Drop comments down below. I love reading through all your comments, and I'll try and get back to you as and when I can. Thanks for watching. Let's get straight into it. Right, so this is the job in question. As you can see, that damp stain around the floor, the toilet is also leaking. So not only is it blocked, it's leaking. And when we run the basin, you can hear it backing up into the toilet itself. There's definitely some sort of issue somewhere. And because the basin is doing that, it's going to be after that strap boss. It's not just behind the toilet, if that makes sense. So whipping out the toilet, I'm not going to find anything. Yeah. That's not good at all. They're hoping to canteen the floor as well, but obviously they can't do that with this toilet leaking. Quick feel of everything, I cannot see anywhere what's causing this leak, but my main concern is the blockage. Can't do anything else anymore flushing until that. Right on the outside, the pipe comes down the side of the house here, and then there is a rainwater stack going into a T here with a rubber boot. So I'm going to slide this up and see what's going on. As you can see, there is toilet tissue there. And we've got handily got a manhole right next to it. So is it blocked in the manhole? Let's take it up and have a see. There was even a key left on the bricks, probably from the last plumber. Nope, it's clear there. Hopefully no one steps outside the door and straight down the manhole. There's a back door this, so I doubt it. Right, I'm going to check out this rainwater stack and see what I can see. I thought I'd need to take off the bracket, but then I realised I could just pull it out of this elbow here, lift it up and remove it out of the way. And that's when I realised what the problem was. This piece of pipe here is far too long and it's actually blocking the soil pipe T. So all the tissue and stuff, water would have been fine when they was initially testing it, the plumbers. But all the tissue is backed up because it's not been able to get round that rainwater pipe. So using my screwdriver, I know, don't worry, everything gets disinfected afterwards. I've even got gloves on as well. I'm just going to try and break up the pieces of tissue and hope it'll free itself, but it doesn't. I've not got my rods in the van, so that's helpful because I didn't expect it to be this. And then I thought I'd got it. You'd assumed I've got it with the way that came out. I just stabbed a bit of 32mm down the pipe, and obviously it moved it, but there's still a blockage there. It's not for having it. It would help if it would have helped if I'd had the rods, but I didn't. Right, so that's not working. I'm going to try and thread a piece of speed fit up this section of pipe to see if I can free it off from this side instead, but I didn't get very far. And then I thought I'm going to attack it from the top then. Get in there, you bastard. That didn't work either. So I've wasted a metre piece of 32mm and now 3 metre length of speed fit because it's probably got shite inside. So we'll flush the toilet anyway. Obviously that's not backing up as much because it's got an open part now. It probably would have just spilled over that tee. This is what I mean by putting a vent on. The soil pipe would never have done anything because, let's be fair, that rainwater would have been acting as a vent, which is what the other plumber suggested. Right, so with the help of the basin tap running, so it's kind of diluting whatever's blocked. I'm going to use the plunger. Believe it or not, this actually, I could feel the backflow on it. It was actually working. As you can see, it's forced it to the end there. And it's slowly starting to make its way out. But I wanted to capture this on film. So using the shovel, I'm just going to help aid it out, but also want to step back because I do not want shit spraying all over me. She's a gusher. Happy days. Now it doesn't like it's running away too fast. It actually looks like I probably blocked it on the outlet again now, but I don't do anything with this after. And it must just clear itself because it's gone next time I come out. Obviously that's all clear now. Don't know why I'm washing my gloves.
Thank you.
I'll just take them off now. But obviously I'm testing if it's working. It's absolutely Baltic outside at the minute as well, so I'm probably more warming my hands and testing the basin rather than washing the gloves off. Let's be fair. We left it running, and as you can see, it started to move now. Thank God, because I didn't want another blockage. All that's cleared. Just need to cut this down now, so it can go back in that tee, but doesn't block the soil outlet. Now I've cut that down. I'm just checking. Believe it or not, it's 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm having to use a torch. It's been absolutely peeing it down, and it's pitch black. It's like the end of the world. Now that's all sorted, we need to have a look and see if we can find this leak. Isolate the water, because my plan is to take the toilet out, because where it's actually wet around the base of the toilet, it could be a cracked pan. I doubt it because it's brand new, but you never know. So with the water off, I flush the toilet to empty the cistern, disconnect the flexi off the fill valve, and then remove the wing nuts from underneath. It's not been screwed down because obviously the floor's got to go underneath it yet, I'd imagine anyway. The cistern's not been screwed that back either. So I'll remove them wing nuts, and that'll allow us to lift the cistern out. There's still a little bit of water left in here, but I'm not going to get in the wet back. I'm just going to pour it straight into the basin. Can you see that other capped pipe there in that hole? Apparently that's a hot because they got the hot and colds the wrong way around. It's just a pass, which is why you can see that speed fit there. I don't know what the plans is whether it's to box it in or what, I'm not sure. Right, let's get that poured out, and then we can remove the pan. For this, I'm just going to lift it up at the front and lift the soil pipe up and angle the pan connector just to get most of the water out so it doesn't flood me out, as you can see. And then we're going to pull the pan connector off the soil spigot. This definitely hasn't been silicone grease because it was so tight. Yes, I should have gloves on, but I've already had them on once today. Come on. I'm not that good. Right, now we'll pull this out now. Empty the rest of the water out in a bucket. As you can see, there's loads under there. Empty the rest of the water out in a bucket and inspect underneath, see if I can find any hairline cracks or anything. So that's it upside down. There's on the spigot itself, there's a rather large lump, but that isn't actually where the seal sits on the pan connector. It's further than that, so that shouldn't actually affect anything. nothing that I can see underneath here other than some poorly made pot. And I'm now just going to use the blow lamps to warm this floor up, to dry it off basically, so it aids me finding a leak. It's a bit of a waste of gas. It's concrete floor though, but it doesn't take too long to get it a little bit drier. Obviously I'm going to silicone grease up the pan connector this time because, let's be fair, you should always do that. You should always grease your rubbers before shoving any pipes in. You know, that was a bad joke. Move some shit out of the way and we'll get this toilet back in position. Gloves are back on now, if you haven't noticed. Give me a clap. And that's shoved in nicely, like a glove. Right, now I need to look at this cistern. And at this point now, I'm messing with the donut washer, and I actually grabbed that cistern bolt, and I wouldn't even say it's hand tight. They're both loose. So we'll get them tightened up. That could have actually been the leak, but because I didn't look for it initially too hard, didn't notice. Now because them two are loose, I'm going to actually check the flush valve's tight and the fill valve. You never know what you're up against here. Put the system back on, then I realised the pan is actually pushed too far back because it's trying to kick it out. That's not going to help anything. It wants to be upright and plumb. So all it needs for this, on this occasion, is the pan of the toilet pulling out a little bit further forward. That doesn't suit the self-leveling compound that's been put down though, but that is what it is. We'll get the Flexi Tighten back up, water back on, dry everything off beforehand, because if we do have a leak I want to be able to find the bugger. And we'll let that fill up and give it a load of flushes. What's this all about? A black towel rail with white brackets and the pipes are skew with... Oh. Don't. Giving it a few tests now and no drips, no nothing. And I'm currently voiceovering this. This was a Tuesday morning. It's now Wednesday evening. I've just messaged the customer asking, is the toilet all right, no leaks or anything? And they've said, nope, it's perfectly fine now, thank you very much. So, happy days. Hope you've enjoyed this one. Thanks for watching.